now to go back to like psychic energy, I do believe that if you're really angry at a person, you can haunt them. You can make them feel your anger, even if you're miles away. And I believe that I believe some of those dreams people are having are caused by other people's directed on purpose, intentional energy to make them feel bad. Going back to this week with my wife, because I like to talk about myself and my problems because I think it really resonates with people and helps them. And my wife doesn't love it, but she's okay with it. Like that's a lot of what happens when I get angry with her is like, I want her to feel how upset she made me. And that is when I start to abuse what I would say my psychic powers. And I have to work hard on that. And I'm not saying like, I shoot electricity at my wife and make it's not like this movie thing, but it is real. Like when you're angry and yelling at a person, even if the volume's off, they feel your rage. You can give your partner a look in a restaurant and they know, or they can give it to me. I should be more like honest. And they know the car ride home is going to be hell. Like you just know that like you cross the line. And sometimes you do it with a stranger and you know you cross the line, you know you're never going to be able to apologize. Like it's just not going to come up, which is a terrible feeling.
I don't know if you've read this book, but you will love it.
Oh, no, I haven't, but I will.
It's called Tulpa Thought Forms. It's by C.W. Leadbeater. And this shows you what energy, it's going to be very hard, but what energy looks like psychically. So this one is sustained anger and rage. So it looks like a lightning bolt with a storm at the end of it. And this is actually, it's a whole book of, so you can see this one here, watchful jealousy, is like got a hook.
Wow.
And this
I can see it.
Angry jealousy. You know, it's a ball of fire basically with spikes coming out of it. So it's a whole book showing you exactly what you just said about how people feel energy, and they do. And they also show you in this book helpful thoughts and emotions and, you know, basically, so like there's helpful thoughts. Can you see that? It's like, it's got round feeling. It goes through all the feelings and it shows you. This one here at the very front is the angelic energy coming out of a church where people are praying. So it's not about the religion, but it's about the So that is a really good book because, yes, you're precisely true, because people can feel your thoughts. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are the most powerful energy in the universe other than love, because they manifest emotionally, physically, mentally, and they can be felt and hook into the body. So that's why people are like, wow, that's a look that can kill. Yes, because it's like a dagger. So, so if anyone's interested in reading that book, I managed to buy the fake version. Yeah. So because, Amazon, there's, buy the expensive one, because the expensive one comes with color illustrations, not black and white, and the colors show you the nuances of emotions. So I've had a client who I did spirit releasement therapy with, and I bought her the hardback version of this so that she could understand, because it's really, it's hard to say to somebody, calm down, because it doesn't work. And also mind your thoughts. All right, I've got a busy brain. I can't mind my thoughts. But if you can visualize what your thoughts look like to a psychic, you can visualize the effects of your thoughts, and you can see how also when you're having bad thoughts about yourself, how those spikes are turned inwards. So for me, it's a way that I visualize to people, it's hard to be mindful of your thoughts, but have a look at it diagrammatically, and that will make more sense to you, so that at the same time that you're thinking a thought, rather than chastising yourself for being angry or whatever, you can say, oh, wow, I think I just threw one of those spikes, daggers, hooks, and I didn't mean it. I was just in the moment of emotion. I'm a human being, and it's important for me not to beat myself up on it. But if I can be more aware of it before it comes out, or I can modify that, because, we need to express emotions, otherwise it turns into illness. But I also learned this beautiful technique. I think you might have had her. Have you had Tina Irwin on your podcast?
Yes, I have. Yeah, she's wonderful.
Tina, I did an interview with Tina last week, and the episode's coming out on Sunday, where she teaches us the rose petal visualization. We did the whole episode's about visualizations for vibration and spiritual protection. It's the best thing that I'm using it all the time at the moment. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like you've got too many impatient thoughts, if you can't calm your mind down, then you visualize pink rose petals, right? And you visualize, they don't have to be with an angel, but I visualize, I say, angels, please come in, fill my room or my house or my public space or wherever you are with rose petals. And then when you finish, could you please clean them up and take away the residual energy as well? No joke. It works. Within a few minutes, you feel yourself soften. You feel the energy in the room soften. You feel your anxious thoughts or your fast racing thoughts calm down. And then when you ask them and thank them for removing the residual energy, they take all the thought forms out with them. Because thought forms are actual beings. They're actual energy. And so what the rose petals, and so that's why people have lots of roses in their gardens. They use rose essential oil because it's the highest frequency essential oil on the planet. And so when you visualize the rose petals, you'll notice that some people, if you have particularly good olfactory system or, the sense of smell is particularly strong for you, you can smell the rose petals into the room. And that just calms down your olfactory systems and it helps you calm. And you can do it, you could be the one in the stinker or somebody else in the house could be the one in the stinker. But if you're saying, I invite the angels to help everybody, then the whole room will calm down. So it's a beautiful technique that she taught me.
And it's incredible. And I could feel it. I was partly doing it and I could feel it actually happening as we spoke.